What's going on, everybody? This is Drum Soldier here, and I haven't made a video in a long time because I've been kind of busy and I haven't really found recording opportunity, but I found some now, and I've made some updates from the last time you saw me playing Diablo. I saw that I got some dislikes, and I really don't care because the people who dislike those types of videos are just simply either trolling or they're looking for end game set builds only, and they think that people who put videos up on YouTube who don't do those types of builds are lame. And I don't know why that mentality exists. This is a game. We're supposed to have fun. Theory crafting is a real legit thing, and we put time into thinking about builds that work. But anyway, so last time you saw an incomplete version. You see I have gotten a socket on my Schaefer's hammer, which is absolutely amazing. I don't like upgrading my gems all the way because I'm not a billionaire, not even 100 millionaire. I got 30 million gold, so I don't go for the perfect gems all the time. I rarely do that. Also kind of lazy. But there's something here that I do have which has really helped this build shine. Look at the roll on that witching hour. I mean, come on. When this thing dropped, I was like, whoa! I got up, I was like, yeah, motherfucker. God, was that fun. So witching hour is pretty much vital for any build on any character, so it's a great thing to get. But basically, I'm going to go over the build currently. You saw me playing T5 before, but this works in T6 just fine now. It's not as good as shotgun. I mean, look, by the way, before I do that, look what I got today. Just before recording this, Kadala gave me a Hell Skull and an Unrelenting Phalanx back-to-back, basically. I got the Hell Skull the first round and then the Phalanx Shield the next time I went to it. It was pretty amazing today. Kadala was on a roll. But anyway, let's talk about the build here. Enough reminiscing about my gameplay experience. This is the Lightning Spam Crusader. You are going to want to focus on keeping your Wreath of Lightning activated because I currently have a bonus of 61% lightning damage, which is very nice. As you can see, my damage with lightning buffs is 1.7 million. I can play around with my DPS number, but the problem is survivability is very key at higher difficulties, especially on a build where you yourself are kind of vulnerable at the close range area. So that's why I'm keeping the Storm Shield, because it really helps against the melee attacks. And this one has a bunch of vitality buffs, so I'm very happy with that. Helps with your toughness. If I put on this one, for example, my DPS goes, up to 1.9, almost 2, but my toughness goes to 8, so that really hurts you. You want a Royal Ring of Grandeur. I'm trying to get a socket on it, but the cooldown is very nice, actually, so I'm kind of indifferent about it. I have a Leoric's Crown now, so that helps my cooldown, which is currently at 39%, which is, manageable. I still haven't found a better Stone of Jordan. I actually found a Stone of Jordan on my Witch Doctor yesterday. I've been trying to get back into Witch Doctor a bit, but yeah, this one still does the job fine. Basically, the Icon set, I still have the same amulet. Finding amulets in this game that are worth it is... the rare time I'd say, thank God I have a Blackthorn's Durkin Cross. But this one rolled the trifecta, so I'm kind of out of options. I gotta use it. So with this build, I'm gonna just do some gameplay, but you're primarily just gonna be spamming your lightning and trying to proc your Wreath of Lightning. That's why I'm using Justice with Crack here as the primary skill, because, for those of you who don't know, the proc on this skill, minus the lightning version of it, of course, is 100%. So that helps Wreath of Lightning. I use Crack because it has a chance to hit 2 extra enemies. So that increases the chance of getting Wreath of Lightning to proc, which is very nice. Of course, maybe Fist of Heavens with Fissure because I want to spam lightning and attack as many enemies at once as possible, because this build is more about damage over time and accelerating that number. Shotgun build and Phalanx and all the other builds that are end game are popular because of the sporadic damage they do when you use the skill. Shotgun gets all its damage out in one attack. All that damage is applied at that very moment. This build is more about whittling down the health bar as fast as possible over time. You're trying to amplify that number and the amount of hits you get. So I'm going to be using Divine Verdict to help my damage. You can also use Zealous if you're worried about that, but I don't really find that a problem since we have Wreath to really help with the trash mobs and whatnot. Provoke would charge up to help with the lightning damage. Now here's where I changed from last time. I was using, Steed Charge Horse, and I was, just trying to get away using Nightmare for some extra damage. But I'm currently using Shield Bearers because with this build I don't like getting surrounded because. With Shotgun, for example, you can attack a lot of enemies right in front of you to do massive instant damage. This build, you don't want to be cornered like that. So I'm using this to keep my distance. It keeps a little bit of a gap, and unless you've got like a Phase Beast or something, you'll keep a nice little buffer in between you. You'll get your lightning off, and that's basically why I'm trying to use that right now. And I have Rally because of lightning damage, and because with the cooldown, if you time your skills right, if you use your 3 skills and then pop Acrobats, you can then use them all again, basically. So I can get double Provoke, and I can get double Divine Verdict, basically, once I've popped my Acrobats. So, let's go into this, no more delaying, let's just do some gameplay here. Let's do, we could do Act 1, Halls of Agony. Let's try Halls of Agony. Let's do something different for once. Again, this is not a build necessarily for greater rifts. I have not tested it, and I don't think it's that viable. But it is really fun at the, semi-difficulty like this. So Wreath of Lightning is out, great. You see how you are kind of vulnerable at the close ranges, though? That's why I have Storm Shield. Because Storm Shield... very helpful with your survivability. Also, a perk of this build is that you can switch it up to be more offensive and, damage dealing. Or, I'll show you after this little mob here. Alright, die. Alright. You can also... you can switch out your Grandeur for a Woodward here. If you want to do stun, if you want to be a team player. So this build is very versatile for solo or team play. That's why I kind of like it. There we go, proc our lightning there, and boom. Lightning also gives you that movement bonus, which is great. And I try to sometimes mix it up with Pain Enhancer for attack speed bonuses to keep proccing Wreath of Lightning. But I can't, for some reason, well, it's Blizzard, but I can't proc a socket on my Ring of Grandeur. And I like keeping Leorix, so... I have not been here. I rarely go to Act 2. Oh, here we go! Alright! Oh, damn it, holy shit! Oh, they have lightning, of course. Here go the Phalanxes to help me. While I keep my lightning going. Very nice. Just blind them a bit. Electrified! And that's basically how it is. So, yeah, you're going to run into electrified problems, but, I still think it's a really fun build. It's just a gameplay change. Like, I get kind of bored when I'm using Shotgun or Phalanx because everyone does it. It's like Blizzard's, end-game cookie-cutter build. This helps you experience the game in different ways and play different ways, so I'm all for that.